Hey guys, Spectre here, welcome back to more Total Warhammer 3. Continuing my Skarbrand campaign. Let's crack on, I've been enjoying this one to be fair. This is one of those campaigns I could see you could run on to the long campaign victory probably quite easily. The only downside to long campaign victory, it's not the amount of settlements, it's the fact that you've got to wipe out Slaanesh. And now I understand why, because Khorne's don't like Slaanesh, but I'm not being funny, there's so many other enemies that aren't one of your Brothers of Chaos. They fight amongst themselves all the time. Couldn't you have a better enemy? Right. We have a battle here. I'm going to fight it and see if I can win it. There's a good chance I probably won't be able to, because he's been reinforced by the garrison. And his units did get some recovery after that fight. But we'll see. Oh, and if you guys are new around here as well, I'm trying to get on the YouTube partner program. I need 1,000 subscribers to get there. If you could just drop me a sub, help grow the channel, I'd really appreciate it. As I'm making my push towards it, it'd be greatly appreciated. And now I'm doing content as well, strategy content in the evening, and you've got horror games and survival horror games, as well as maybe some like first and third person shooter type games in the morning. So you've got a variety of content at 2 different times of the day. Right. Well, we need to employ the same sort of tactic as before. I need a corner. It feels weird corner camping as a fucking demon. I think we'll go over there, that one. What? This one's been difficult to position for some reason. There you go. Now the archers potentially could do a bit of damage to us beforehand, because they're going to be pretty much intact and have full ammo. Here it comes. Yep. Once they're all engaged, I can try and push these through the lines and take out their archers. But it's how much damage you take between now and then, because as you can see, 20% physical don't really do shit. And that's against orc archers, probably one of the poorest archers in the game. Right, that's who he wants. Right, I need to get these guys to break out. Stop his archers. Where the fuck's he going? So my demons have got enough in them to survive. A low-ranking orc war boss is no problem for a herald. Unless if they put black orc warlords into the game, that could be a different story. That's like a mini Grimgore. Actually, these can have that taken off. Well, his front line's actually not doing too well. Spawn as well. Spawn does such damage because these are low armoured and fucking these are anti-infantry. What's Fumble do? Is Fumble leadership reduction or something? I don't know what Fumble does. These things just don't fucking die. They're an artillery piece that's fucking deadly in combat. They've got that much armour, and then that bloody gore feast thing on top. They don't die. They're actually better in melee than they are as an artillery piece. Out the road valley and running downhill. Wow. That was only a close victory though, but the other one was heroic. I'm guessing because I didn't take much damage and this one probably took more damage. Fucking look at the kills though. Jesus. But see, the lucky thing there is they only had 3 units of War Caraboys, and War Caraboys are among some of the worst archers in the game because they're very inaccurate. I think they do more damage than a Goblin Archer, because obviously the thing that's, you know, pulling the bow back is physically bigger and stronger than a Goblin, but he couldn't hit the broadside of a fucking barn. Think about what was that? That was a thing for sacking. Huh. Yes! Income from sacking settlements plus 10% Lord's Army. Nice! That can only be equipped on the Lord, so you can't put it on your heroes as well. We'll just check it. Amazing we didn't even lose 1 unit. Especially considering the health that we started with. Malago Darkham has got rank 7 giant already, fuck hell. I'm glad to see that obviously giants weren't being used and CA noticed it and buffed them. Because it's like, of the big single entities, they are ridiculously slow. They can be really, really good in combat because again, they are anti-infantry. They can be immensely fucking strong. And they're really good at also killing characters, whether they're infantry on foot or mounted. They can do both, because they do so much damage. I find in some cases, like when I'm playing Beastmen, that giants do better against single entities than like a Gorgon does that's anti-large. Like assuming it's something that is a large entity. And just how much damage giants do. And giants are fine in combat. They've got good stats, extremely good leadership, and it's just a matter of them being good in at taking damage getting there. But because they are slow, they don't have that flexibility where they can get there. That's the issue. Gain ability in a streak of 9 victories, and I can get the Executioner's Axe, which is not a bad weapon. Right. I'm just going to keep the Blood Host for a bit longer, purely because obviously at the moment it's giving me the growth. If you disband them, you lose your growth, so that's something you've got to take care in mind of. Disband this, you're losing the growth you're getting. Where if I maintain the thing for a while, I'm still getting the growth. Because it's just important that I grow this. And if you get towns and decide to build up your towns, you don't need to build anything relating to recruitment in your towns. You can build like your landmark buildings. You can build your attrition type building, whatever the fuck it's called. And you can maybe build like walls or a money gaining building. You know, don't expect to really keep them sort of thing. They're not important. Your cities are important. You can forget it, mate. That's his territory. Fuck. Right. I need him to give me. He's improving a lot, that's what I mean. Has that been populated? Yes. Right. What I could do is see if this might work. Because I'm able to walk through his land. I'm able to walk through his land when he's right in the middle of my territory. It's so fucking annoying. But he still wants 3,400. Fuck. Might have to build it up a little bit. Maybe. Make it more valuable. Give me that. But then again, if I'm spending 1,000 on that, yeah, fuck it, just do it. Right. Sunken Khorne is all this area, isn't it? Fucking, that's a massive area. Because he's not going to give us that without money, and I'm not paying him 3 grand for it. I really am not. But see, we need 4 to get to there, which is fine. Yeah, so that one gives you 2. That gives you these 2, and then that one will give you the last 2. So it's this third one that you kind of get shafted on a little bit. But what I'll probably end up doing is, I mean, I was thinking of going for this. Technically you could, but it's a waste of money at the moment, is I could go for that, recruit the Exalted Hero. But then destroy that, and then build this. So I want to get my garrison up. So if it does get attacked while I'm not there, I'm going to worry about losing it. At the moment it's got a very small garrison. But these guys performed really fucking well. They destroyed 2 towns. one army, as well. In fact, no, two armies. Because first army got destroyed, didn't it, really? And then... Well, that army might have been twice, actually. I swear to God, if he's going for that greenskin city, I'll not be happy with him. Leave them alone, they're mine. I've got to go round because your dumbass won't give me fucking military access. Ooh. How many turns will that take to build? Is that still worth the same if I'm not doing that? Bingo. Right. Growth's dropped down a little bit, which is fine. Still getting some growth out of that. His has dropped completely though, because it's taken so long to get through this shit. Either way, I've still got to recruit in better units anyway. But once I can get the Chaos Warriors, I mean, I can get those. I mean, really, if I'm building these 3, I'm building walls, that's 4. Building that, that's 5. Building that as number 6 because a bit of extra control. I could build this purely for the Chaos Spawn and just mix in some Chaos Spawn like I did with one of Nurgle's armies where I had half spawn. I won't have half spawn, but I could mix and match like with Minotaurs. So I could go like 3 of those, 3 of those, and 3 of those. And have a mix of all 3. Because I've noticed as well on the red tree, the spawn are here. So they said the same buffs as the Minotaurs and some of the big boys. 8 melee attack, 16% more damage. And then on here, they get 10% more speed, 12 charge bonus, and 15% missile resistance, which is really good for spawn who don't have a great deal of armor to begin with. So I could mix them in and have like a bit of a monster bash at the back of the army. And I think I saw a research down here for them. Here, this one. 20% more speed. So they gain 10% from being rank 7 and 20% from that. So they're going to get 30% more speed. And then they get 5 more armor piercing, which is not massive. But it's something in there to help. Because one good thing that all spawn have got across the board is they're unbreakable. The only downside is they generally die quite easily because they usually have not great melee defense and then they have little to no protection against missiles. And these have got 30 armor, which is a bit, but they haven't got a lot. But these have also got frenzy, so they're going to have even more melee attack come the battle. But the reason like Morgul's spawn are so good is because they also get quite decent missile resistance, so they can actually get there and not get shot to shit. But they also have regeneration. Regeneration personally is one thing I think all spawn should have, because no, you bastard! Why? Fucking hell. Goddamn beast, man. Can you leave this shit alone that I want to destroy, you dickhead? Fucking Malagor. Okay. Now see, that you could put on a unit of spawn. See, that one, you look at it, 50 skulls, you get a lot of skulls anyway, really, if you play Khorne right. But 10 diplomatic relations with all factions is probably not good, and I'm pretty sure you get another one down here anyway. Is it this one? That gives you 40 skulls per turn with no negative. So that's only 10 less skulls per turn. There's not really much point in taking it on because it's going to fuck you over the allies. Unless you don't want any allies, then that's fine. But that one's good. Upkeep for Chaos Warriors, Chosen Chaos Knights, it's all good. And then 10 more armour. In fact, the armour actually won't be useful because it's for Marauders. Unless, like, at the moment, I have got odd unit Marauders in there. If we jump into that, that's where I can recruit from, isn't it? Yes. I mean, these do cost a hell of a lot though. Look at the cost on them. Recruitment when minus 35% when in enemy or raised territory. Erlangebart, there might be a reason why. Because I'm not at war with Wurzag. So Angabart, let's take something into account. So let's check this out. So 2,214 for the dual wielding Marauders, 3,273 for the Chaos Warriors.
Words, if I don't like your words, I'll blast yous with me spells. Just know.
So now they're 1,439 and they're 2,127. So they've gone down like 1,000 plus. It's still expensive, but you are globally recruiting, but that's basically kind of how you play Skarbrand. You don't run all the way back to your city to recruit. You might have to on odd occasions at the start, but you don't generally. I could actually see if he wants that, and I'll. It's not enough money. Well, I've got an idea. Oh, in fact, no one wants to trade him. I don't think it's not adjacent, is it? It's got to be adjacent.
You listen to quick.
Yeah.
I have the best.
What's we offering these pitiful amounts of money? Come on. Ooh, there's 500 skulls there actually. There's quite a few. Of course. Oh god, he's got more than 120 stack. Fucking hell. The Talisman of Preservation, the fuck? That's his close defeat. We'll encircle them. I can fight that next time. So I can fight that and win it, and then I can get rid of Blood Host. Do we fight this? Because he's right there. The garrison's them same 6 units, which is shit. But that means he's got 26 units and we've only got 11. And what I could do is have a look at what's in his army. I haven't saved it since turn 4 anyway, fucking hell. That's a bit far back. Have a look at what's in his army. Fucking hell, he's got another army there. This gives me a victory? Oh, I'd lose that fucking almost everything. Right. He's got 3 Orc Araboys and 3 Savage Orc Araboys combined. Not worried about Goblin Wolf Riders because they're crap. Regular Orc Boys, Savage Orc Boys, Snotling Pump Wagons. There's nowhere to hide the Chaos Hounds. But the Chaos Hounds can outrun these Goblin Wolf Riders. We could make good use of that fucking banner. we bottleneck them all up. Right, what I will do is, I will quick save that, and we'll fight this in the next part, because then I can fight this battle and the other battle straight away in the next part. I'm going to give it a go. It gives me a victory anyway, which I think is probably a bit ridiculous, but we'll see. Because if I can bottleneck them into a corner, Chaos Warriors are worth the weight in gold, and Bloodletters at least are good at hurting, they're just not good at taking the hurt. I need to be able to shut down his 6 units of archers. If I can get Skarbrand out, he can take them out. Yeah. Right. Okay, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like. If you're new around here, please drop a sub, help grow the channel, and I will catch you on the next part. Take care, everyone, and have a great day.